First touch was dust, second was blood. You were leaning by the back door, name tag hanging from your shirt, ashes on your coffee cup, old band tattoo half hidden in the dirt. You said, everybody leaves me, like it was just the weather. Pulled your jacket around your shoulders, like you've done this forever. Dust and blood, that's all we ever were, my love. Two cracked lips sharing the same cut. You held my shaking hands like you'd been there once. Dust on our boots, blood on our tongues. Cheap room by the highway, ice bucket full of milk, Bible in the drawer, unread, untouched on the shelf. You trace the scars along my knuckles, says, who taught you to swing? I said, a father and a bottle. You said, I know that sting. I still see you in the mirror, top lip split from one more fight. You're laughing through the red, saying, baby, we'll be alright. But we were born in broken houses, fed on rust and gasoline. What chance did we ever have of walking out clean? First touch was dust, second was blood. Last thing you left on my tongue was your name in the flood. Empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls a trigger every time I think of you. Your black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once heart pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Judge in the mirror says, let her ride, but the jury of memories won't let it slide. If loving you's a crime, I'll do my time in this lifelong hush on the county line. Outlaw Silence. First show I hit, cold clay. Late June, the sun sinking slow like it knew too soon. Your name on the stone, still wet on my tongue. My hands in the dirt, my heart coming undone. Gravebound soul, I left my love in a hole in the ground. Gravebound soul, I talk to the dark when the world's too loud. If you hear a man singing low to the bones he found, that's my gravebound soul, trying hard not to drag you down. You dress in the chair, boots by the back door, coffee cup stained like you just wanted more. I sleep on the edge, leave your side made up, still set out a plate, still pour you a cup. Preacher said let go, but he don't share this bed. He don't wake to your perfume fading from my head. So I keep one foot here in this broken town, and one where the worms pull my promises down. Gravebound soul, gravebound soul. As a road, mile marker faded. Wind talks through the barbed wire frame. Your name in the rear view, waving like smoke that forgot flame. Ash and road, it all burned down slow. Every goodbye in the gravel below. I still taste you in the dust I breathe. Ash and road took the best of me. Gas gauge and leaning on empty. Coffee gone cold in my hand. Your ghost in the passenger mirror. Lipstick print on a paper cup band. Pulled over where the blacktop crashed. Left the engine running, didn't look back. If I turn around, I know I'll stay. So I drive this ash road till it fades away. Blackened Road, dust on my tongue, your name in a review, cut from my lungs. Late September, cold in my hands. Half a tank, half a heart, half of a man. Your porch light shrinking in the cracked side glass. Ash on my jacket, smoke in the past. Blackened road, you keep taking what I can't let go. Every mile burns another old ghost. Headlights carving out a crooked home on this blackened road. This blackened road. Church leaning, cross turned gray. Gravel kicks up like the words I couldn't say. Radio's bleeding, some forgotten hymn. I turn it down low, hear your voice cut in. If I turn back now, would the door still stick? Would your bare feet find my boots on the brick? Or am I just a shadow in your kitchen light? A name you only taste when a bourbon bites. tongue, Sunday shoes in the mud. Cross on the hill, but it's covered in rust. You said the river washes every stain. I walked in trembling, came out the same. Bible on the dashboard, names carved in the pew. Preacher's voice trembled, but I still thought of you. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. If there's forgiveness, it won't cross this state line. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. Your dress on the clothesline still dances in the wind. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick on the rim. I drink that cold silence till it burns going down. Every mile of memory, every church a ghost town. Grace is out there, it missed this road. All I've got is your ring and this 3-chord hope. I sing it soft, I sing it slow, but you don't answer, and God don't show. Clock on the wall says 12:01. Coffee's gone cold, this trial ain't done. Your side of the bed still tucked in tight. I call the witness of a wasted life. Midnight verdict, guilty as sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict, I was the night. You were the cut. Your picture leans in that thrift store frame. Glass all cracked, like we said each other's names. I pour one more, swear I'll let you go, but the bottle keeps telling me sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict. I took the stand when I let you leave. Swore I was fine, lied through my teeth. Now every shadow in this empty house reads a sentence out loud. Reads a sentence out loud. Midnight verdict, guilty as sin. Judge and jury staring back from my own skin. Every wrong word echoes like a door slammed shut. Midnight verdict. And I was the knife. Gravel road under my boots, moon like a busted lantern. Your name carved into my thumb, still bleeding through the bandage. Old church leaning in the dark, cross crooked as my halo. Wind hums that same old hymn. I swore I'd stop remembering. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest. Every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Bottle rolling on the dash, cheap fire in my veins. Your seat's an empty jury box, I'm confessing to the rain. Headlights paint your silhouette on every broken fence post I reach, but it's just dust and the echo of your almost. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest. Every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, and the rope around my neck. If I turned back at the river, if I'd lay down all my pride, would you be here in this truck bed, counting every starless sky? Every road runs to that night where your tail lights disappeared, and I've been walking to that scaffold for 100 wasted years. Your name's still carved in that post by the gate. Wind leans on like it carries your weight. I still park my truck where your taillights used to fade. Talk to the dark like it's you I'm trying to save. I've been digging whiskey graves, pouring bottles in the ground, burying every vow we made, where the dirt don't make a sound. If I plan enough of this pain, will you rise up from the past I paid? I'll spend my days knee-deep in whiskey graves. Your Bible's open on the bed where you pray. Page corners curled on the verse you underlined in red. Keep reading it wrong through the blur and the shake. You ask God for mercy, I just asked him for your face. Bartender says, son, that hole won't ever fill. I'll just not tip back another. Let it burn, let it spill. 'Cause I don't want the lesson, I just want my yesterday. So I'll keep shoveling shadows on this worn out piece of clay. Slow hills where the daylight goes to hide. I pulled off on the shoulder of a road that never ends. The sky burned out in rust and ash, radio static. I lost my friends, your picture on the dashboard, face crack along the fold. Wind crossed through this busted door. It feels younger than I'm old. Dead horizon, you're the last line of the light. Just a faint red bruise on the throat of a night. I keep driving toward the emptiness, hoping you might rise again. sale sign is missing teeth, vacancies and cigarette ghosts. Coffee tastes like burned out stone, keeps me talking to your coat. I trace your name in window frost, heat it with my breath, watch it vanish like you did, soft and slow and quiet as death. First thing I stole was a 20 from the church plate. Mama's eyes found out, but the sheriff came too late. Dust on my boots from a town that never named me. Heard every Sunday hymn, still the darkness always claimed me. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Out on this back road where the cross is blooming rusty wheat, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. I loved a good girl with a Bible on her nightstand, trembling hands in mine, said you can't outrun what you've done, man. I left her sleeping, wrote I'm sorry on a bar receipt, drove till the gas ran out, parked my guilt in the driver's seat. I can't scrub these blood stains from the gravel in my head. Every road sign says forgiven, but it's nailed to what I fled. So if you're taking roll at midnight on that hill of broken men, I'll be standing in the shadows saying let it hurt again. Oh! Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Glass on the counter, lip print dust, chair pulled out like you left in a rush. Clock hands crawling, but they circle the drain. This old house whisper every inch of your name. Whiskey silence, sitting where you used to sit, talking in circles with a bottle and a cigarette. You're in that doorway, leaning like you might step in. Whiskey silent pours me the night again. 2 plates in the sink, only one ever gets clean. Coats on the hook, like a photograph in between. Radio's humming, but I keep the volume low, 'cause I still hear your footsteps in the spaces between the notes. Watch the smoke draw your face. Say I'm gonna quit you, then I kill the taste. Every swallow is another slow goodbye to the man I was before you cut the sky. Whiskey silent, highway dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view faint. One hand on the wheel, one on a ghost that still knows how to hate. Ash in the cup, coffee gone cold, motel Bible open on the floorboard. I left that town like a blown out tire, but you cling to me more than the smoke in these clothes. I'm just a dustbound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet confession, every song of dead I still owe. I ain't lost, I'm paying toll for loving you. Dustbound Soul. Porch light burned through 100 bad nights. Now it's just a buzz in the back of my mind. I hear your voice in the hum of the power line saying, boy, some road you can't unwind. If I turn around, will you be there? Or just wind in an empty chair? I keep driving like the past can't steer, but you ride shotgun year after year. I was born with a tremble and a stain, but the cradle was clean. Mama lit a match in the kitchen, said some dead start before you can breathe. Devil's burden riding my spine, every step I'm taking treads another line. If I ever get to heaven, it'll be on borrowed time, with the devil's burden hanging off mine. There's a cross on the dashboard, cracked glass, hanging crooked and gray. I keep talking to the silence beside me, like the driver just stepped away. I tried leaving it in a motel drawer, tried to drown it on a rusty shore, but it climbs my shadow every sundown, every door. Boy, you know what you were given for. Ooh. Coffee gone cold on the Bible, dust in the air like a choir. One chair pulled out from the table, your ghost in that empty wire. Burning songs in the dark of my kitchen, ash in the sink, and your name on my tongue. Every verse I ever learned starts hidden when the house goes quiet and the night gets young. Burning song till the pages come undone. Your dress still hangs by the bedroom, smells like rain and a slow goodbye. I talk to your photograph sideways, like you might blink if I give it time. I strike one match for every word I never said. Watch the smoke rise up like a prayer that turned and fled. If there's a light on the far side of this grief, let it find me on my knees and not my feet. Not my feet. Almost my fingers, dirt in my teeth, your name on my tongue, like a rusted belief. Empty pews in my attic, old hymn books turn to mold. Drink from your chipped coffee cup just to taste something old. Your boots by the back door still lean like they might move. I talk to them at midnight, ask what I'm supposed to prove. This is my rust prayer, murmur to a sky gone blind. Bend nails, brown water, every word stains my mind. If you still hear me, darling, through the static of the rain out there, I'm on my knees in the dust of us, calling out this rust prayer. The fence wire hums in the wind like it remembers your laugh. Yeah, I trace your name in the window fall, then wipe out the past. Moonlight on the kitchen knife catches every small regret I set it down beside your plate like you ain't gone yet. I don't light candles, I don't quote any song, I just count the stains on the ceiling and the bones in my palm. If there's a heaven for the broken who never learned how to leave, let it be this fallen farmhouse, let it be this belief. Found your Bible on the table, coffee stain on Revelation, my ring still in the ashtray next to all my explanations. This is my last testament, signed in whiskey, smoke and regret, every word I never said, folded like a letter on your side of the bed. If you're gone when the morning comes, I can't say I didn't see it. This is my last testament, and I pray you still believe it. There's a dent in your old pillow where your dreams used to be. I've been talking to the ceiling, 'cause you won't talk to me. If there's mercy for a fool like me, let it find you first, then bury me. Carve it quiet on that stone. I broke her heart, but I came home. Northeast wind through the chapel door, name on the stone I can't ignore. Your Sunday dress still hanging by the bed, coffee cup ring where your hand was rested, dust on the Bible open on that same verse. Blessed are the broken, guess I'm the worst. Ashes in a southern prayer, falling on my shaking hands, smoke in the stained glass air, rising where I tried to stand. Every hallelujah hurts, every whisper finds you there. I'm choking on your name and dirt, ashes in a southern prayer. That old pine box lowered through my stair, red clay mud on my Sunday wear. The preacher said let go, but he didn't see your eyes in the rear view mirror. Every time I drive, I trace your name on a fogged up rear view. Mouth those vows like I'm still beside you. If heaven hears these cracked up words I bear, take what's left of me with these ashes in a southern prayer. You took his ring, left it face down in the sink. Coffee's still warm, but the picture's turned to ink. Truck tracks bent down that red clay, crooked road, mailbox hanging like a body on a rope. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep, like frost in the web where the secrets sleep. You can outrun time shook hands with your daddy in the hall. Bible on the shelf, never open, never falls. Gravestone cheap, just a date and just a name. Rain washed the flowers, but it couldn't wash the stain. Headlights off, you can hear your own heart drag. Wind in the corn whispers through a plastic flag. You feel that steel resting heavy by your knee. Every breath you take sounds like wait for me. Cold vengeance, run slow, runs deep, like frost in the well.